All right, we are live. BOEDEL Conservatory. I was gonna go that way. There's like a beautiful garden that way, but I think there's some nice stuff this way as well. I have not been to here in a while. What's going on, everybody? Coach Chris back to Wise Guy right here on YouTube. I am walking and talking Amazon FBA, so if you have anything you want to comment on, I think the theme I'm gonna go with for the YouTube show is your comments make the content. So let's make sure that I do turn on Super Chat. I could turn on Super Chat now. I have Super Chat. Your comments make the content. So start commenting away, and we'll talk. We'll walk and talk. Today I'm in Vancouver. I'm at a park called Queen Elizabeth Park. It's a gorgeous day out again, as you can see. Little Simpson clouds in the sky. If you're live, say hi. And another beautiful day, so we can get stuff done. It's funny because when I walk around, what's going on, Ryder? Good to see you on here again. Thanks for joining the episode. You said that you had stuff. I want to say it was being picked up today or yesterday. Let me know how that went. I noticed that all these parks, and I don't know if you guys notice the same thing in your cities, but anything government, the grass hasn't been mowed, the trees haven't been trimmed, nothing's been taken care of. So it's out of control. It is out of control. What's going on, Brian? Good to see you on here. Good afternoon to you too as well. Yeah, I'm just looking around. Take a look. Grass hasn't been mowed, trees haven't been trimmed, the flowers are dying. It's out of control. The government has no money. They have to give it away in the form of CERP. Got to give it to those that need it. Awesome, you got it picked up yesterday. That is great. Sourced 70 items yesterday. Respect. 70 items yesterday. And they're going out tomorrow. Now, did you fit 70 items in one box? Were you able to fit 70 items in one box? If not, how many boxes did it take for you to pack 70 items? And what did that cost you? I'm curious. What was the end fee? Was it like 10 bucks a box or 15 bucks for that box? And where did you have to ship it to? This guy's got it going on. He's setting up. Looks like he's taking care of things. He's got the garden, starting to prep that garden. All right, so there's a garden over here. I'm gonna kind of mosey around, take a look. But no, that's awesome, Ryder. Keep it up, man. 70 items today. Source, keep sourcing. Again, get great at finding that inventory that's moving. Get great at sourcing spots. Where are you sourcing that stuff? Where are you able to find the best inventory? And just keep attacking that high demand stuff, you know? And I don't know if you guys have seen the new saying that I have. I'm gonna make a t-shirt. Rank, what does my saying go? I wanna make sure I say it right. People ask me all the time about rank. What should the BSR be for this and the BSR be for that? And you know, you guys know my take on rank is it's the first thing you look at it, but it's the last thing that should be your decision maker. It's kind of like number 8 on my list. Ooh, nice little view from up here. Check out this. So they kind of maintained inside here. I'm gonna go down the stairs. Very tropical in here. I love it. Look at this tree. I would climb that tree if I wasn't holding this camera, or if I wasn't gonna get in trouble from some person. Rank is rare. Rank, rare. What is my saying? Rank is rare. I'm losing my saying. I wrote it down. Okay, but my saying has to do with products that are rare. Rank doesn't rank. Rare stuff doesn't rank properly. Okay, you know, when I run into rare stuff all the time, I mean, I probably sourced about 300 products. I just literally did a wholesale purchase on 100 items of one product that was rare, that I could get for 10 bucks and resell for 40 or 50. That was super rare. So I did a wholesale purchase of that. But the rank's not great. It's like 100,000, but I know it's not, that's not why people are buying it. People are buying it because it is rare. All right. Good day, folks.
Good, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, my thanks.
Awesome. Okay, what's going on? We got Brian says, Ryder says 1 box, 17 bucks. Respect. That's awesome. And Brian says having a hard time getting ungated, doing the retail arbitrage without the invoices. The box went to Bolton, Ontario. Yeah, a lot of stuff is going to Bolton. Give me a sec, Brian. We'll talk about that. I don't know what those are called. Those are pretty cool. I don't know, man. In my old age, I've become a flower guy. I don't know, I just like nature now. I'm very more aware of the beauty in the rocks. Like, look at these rocks. My kids wouldn't be climbing it, but they would really, really want to. I know if I were a kid, I would be like all up on those inside of here. I'd be like, ooh, that looks like the mountains of BC. I'm gonna start climbing it. Look at these things. What the hell? They look like those big things you would blow, like massive versions of the things you would pick up and blow and they would float around. Nice. I'm in a park called Queen Elizabeth. This is, I guess, the BOEDEL Conservatory or something like that. So Brian, you had a great point there. Brian said, having a hard time getting ungated, doing the retail arbitrage without the invoices. You know, I think, you know, everyone's going to relate to you. Everyone's going to, especially every new seller, they're all going to relate to where you're at in your business. Ooh, look at that bridge up there. I got to get up there. And, you know, they're going through the same struggles. It'd probably be important to jump on some groups and find people who are going through that same thing to see what they are doing. You know, I never had that issue when I started. You know, I was open to a lot of categories right away. Now, mind you, my method was different. My process was different because I did private label right away. And my initial inventory shipment to Amazon was 1,000 units. And I started ramping up really quick. And part of getting ungated is being considered a credible Amazon business. As in, you know, credible as in, you know, they see the amount of inventory that you're sending in. So there's credibility there. They see your sales, perhaps they see your sales. So there's credibility with your sales volume. You know, so, you know, if you're telling me you're doing, you know, my question for you, Brian, is take a look at your sales order. In the top left corner, it tells you what your average monthly sales are. So take a look at that. I'm curious to see what number you're at. Oh, I'm walking the Great Wall right now. I got to get up these stairs. But I'm curious to see what your sales are at. You know, and then match that with, if you're doing a certain amount of volume, you know, then it's let's talk about how we can get you ungated, you know, because maybe there's a recommendation I can make that'll help you get you the right kind of invoice. You know, I talked about that yesterday. You need the right kind of invoice, not just any invoice. Has to have the business's business information on there, the name of their company, their address, their phone number, all that type of stuff. But it also has to have your business information on there as well. So, whew, that was a workout. Just climbed that stairs. Should I go right? No, they're doing some folks. So we'll skip that. So you have to have that information on there. And you know, you probably can, like, so, you know, here's an easy way. I'll give you this example. Go to dhgate.com. Source a toy and buy 10 units. 10 units of a toy. And check that category. Make sure that you are restricted to sell in that category. Source the inventory. DHgate will provide you an invoice because you can order it through their website. And then put that specific, upload that specific, because again, DH, you're dealing direct with wholesalers, manufacturers. So there shouldn't be any reason why they shouldn't accept that. You're not dealing with the retailer. Okay, so and it could be a generic category toy. You can create a listing for that toy, but once you create it with 10 units, then you should open up on that. You should open up on toys. Doesn't mean you're open up for specific brands. Like, doesn't mean you're open up for Lego or you're open up for Mattel or Hasbro or whatever. But it means you should be opened up for toys if you gave those qualifications. That's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is do some research on some wholesalers that are in your area. All right, I'm at the bridge. There we go. This is a little bridge. Look at that. Ooh. That's where I was walking. So I came from over there, came all the way around there and up around there. Now we're over here. So another way, again, work with a wholesaler in your area. There are plenty in every city who wholesale specifically what you're looking for. You got to find them. But before you do, you want to make sure that your business has a business number. So make sure you go get yourself a business number. You just have to contact the government. Get yourself a GST number so that you have that and you can give that to to the wholesaler, because they're going to need that. And then they'll be able to write you an invoice. Again, you still have to invest. And from there, you'll be able to get products that are actually already listed on Amazon when you're dealing with wholesalers. Invest in the product, 10 units, send in your invoice, and get it authorized. It may take 2 or 3 attempts. You may need to send pictures of the products that you purchased, you know, 8 different angles, kind of front, back, a far side, all that type of stuff, as far as them verifying that the product is legit. But what they're trying to do is weed out the counterfeit stuff. So that's what Amazon is trying to do. You know, I'm sure we can even discuss it more. You're averaging about 3,000 units per month in sales, and you're averaging $3,000 in sales or 3,000 units. Because if you're averaging 3,000 units in sales, there should be no reason why you shouldn't be ungated for toy category. That would be a conversation you should have with Amazon. Reach out to them, because that's legend volume. That's really high volume. At 3,000 units per month in sales, maybe that's 2,500 bucks. Oh, $3,000. $3,000. I'm gonna say, again, it's not the amount of money you're spending. I want to know how many units. In order to find that, go onto your Seller Central and click orders. And in the top left corner, you'll see how many units you average. It fluctuates every day. How many units you average per month if you click orders. So go to that. Tell me how many you use. I want to say you're probably at around 300 is my guess. Maybe a little less, maybe 200 if you're doing 3,000 in sales. An average price of $20 is 100 is 2,000. 100 units at $20 a unit is 2,000. Half of that, so 150 units. You're probably at 150 units per month if you're doing $20 units. If you're doing a little bit more, a little bit less volume. So yeah, so it may mean at 200 units, you know, you're right on the bubble. I honestly think you're right on the bubble. How long have you, and I apologize if I already been told this, but how long have you been selling for? Because, you know, new sellers are gated, and that's what it is. It is what it is. But how long have you been gated? How long have you gated? How long have you been selling for is important to look at that. And just get your volume up. And it'd be nice to get into toys. I have a couple, not a couple, there's a few of my students who are aggressive, or super aggressive, and they're dealing with wholesalers, and they're applying for, we're talking top categories like Lego and Hasbro and Mattel and all these categories, and they're getting approved. So it can be done, and they're new, 3 months in the game. So, and sales volume like yours, they're sending in 300 units, 200 units a month kind of thing. So it can be done. You just got to get aggressive. Not with Amazon and start yelling at them, but I'm just saying you just got to be on them, do it every day, contact them, stay in communication frequently, all that type of stuff. Well, I did that part. That was a nice walk. There's some amazing flowers in this place. Amazing trees, amazing bushes. Like, what the hell is that? That's like some sort of cactus or whatever. Ooh, furry. It's very furry. Wow, it's almost like a velvety. Wow, that's like velvet. That's so wild. It feels like fur. It feels like fur. Jesus. I know you guys don't want to look at trees. You're here to talk. Walk and talk Amazon. What else we got? Any other great questions? I love it. You guys create the content, so keep talking while we're walking and talking. Look at this like place. This is like art. We're in the artsy part. Check this out. Those folks there got a social distance, but some sort of umbrellas with some sort of metal statue. Fascinating. I think this is gonna be good. I'm having a great time. Make sure, here's a quick promo. Yesterday night I did an hour of online arbitrage, the basic stuff, the very simple stuff, like the 6 simple steps of online arbitrage. One store I just had, the store wasn't the point of yesterday's live. It was the process or the system. So you got to kind of understand the system first. So make sure to go and watch that on YouTube, okay? Online arbitrage, 6 simple steps. It's called Strike, okay? I call it Strike. Ooh, fascinating. It's like a lock, a bunch of locks. I guess you come here, you can throw some locks on here. Seems like there's more than one person kissing. There we go. Some of the locks. Better than a gum wall. If you go to Seattle, they have a massive gum wall. I think we have a fence in a city here called New Westminster, and they put a bunch of locks on it. So they've kind of taken a little bit of New West book and made these statues and put some locks. You can lock it down. What do you think about that? Smash the like button, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Now we just might as well walk back to my car because we've done a great walk. Keep talking, keep telling me what's going on. But yeah, just going back to every day, at least 5 days a week. This week I'm gonna do as much, starting simple and basic, online arbitrage for beginners, kind of was what I did yesterday. My system, Strike, stands for sourcing, stores, and scanning. T stands for the rank and figuring out rank. Even if you didn't have any tools or you didn't have Seller Central or any of that, how I go about the rank and determining if there's volume, if there's sales, if it's something that you should be interested in. R stands for, I'm drawing a blank right now. So scanning, the rank. R is reviews, reviews and refunds. So you want to look, once you're on the page of the products that you're searching for, so you scan, for example, you scan a product on, you see a product on Walmart's website, it's on clearance, you look it up on Amazon, okay, you find the rank looks good. Now you look at the reviews. What are the customers saying about this product? You can really vet the reviews in a second. 4 or 5 stars means right away it's great. But just quickly check the bad reviews. What are people saying, about the product? But or if they're medium, if the reviews are medium, a 3-star. Or if they're low, then go check the bad reviews. Also, you want to make sure there's at least about 10 reviews. I'd say at least about 10 reviews would be ideal. So once it's reviews, that's R. Then I is, sorry, my brain's so tired today. I stayed up till 3 in the morning yesterday. I is inventory. Okay, so now you check the inventory. And how you can check the inventory is you can do a 999 on the sellers that are on that listing. You can check how much units they have. If they have 6, you'll probably want to buy 6. If they have 80, you might want to consider more volume, okay? But you don't just check the inventory, you look at the types of sellers that have what inventory. New sellers, rookie sellers, probably gonna make mistakes. You don't wanna go off of them. Look for people with at least 500 rating or more, okay? At least a 500 rating or more as far as people who've reviewed them as sellers, okay? Yesterday I demonstrated, I checked a person with 1100 rating and they had 6 units. So it made sense to buy 6 units. So that's I, and then K is Keepa. If you want to go further on retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, get yourself the Keepa tool, because right on Keepa tool, it shows you the spikes. If you invest in it, it'll show you the spikes in inventory. So, the spikes in ranking, which mean every time a product sells, the Keepa graph will spike, because every time a product sells, the rank will improve. Okay, so the Keepa graph will spike, and the more spikes, the better. Okay, so Keepa is K, and then E is earnings. Check your earnings. So there's a whole calculation and a calculator that I included with the 1-hour video, and the calculator just shows you how to calculate your earnings. But I also give you, I should add that link, I didn't do it, but I show the link that Amazon Seller Central give to calculate FBA fees and your profit ultimately. So strike, and I go through it over about an hour and I do some demonstration, but that's the basis of my system for online arbitrage. Now that's the basis. I've since grown from there. I have all different angles that I go at. I source inventory, I swim, so source what is moving on there. I don't do a whole heck of a lot of scanning and everything anymore online, because I have so much inventory that I just need to strategize on where I can get it, and I use online to source all my inventory that is moving. But there's even, again, there's a wholesale angle to online arbitrage using wholesalers. So that stuff I'm gonna get into over the week. Just again, to go from a basic to a more advanced way of looking at online arbitrage, to help everybody out. And yeah, so I know there was a few more comments. Brian says, died, phones died. The way I source products are a little different as well. Yeah, there is, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, sourcing products, there's so many ways to do it. So, I'm not, my ways are definitely not the only ways. And even I'm still learning. I still see videos of guys who do it differently. I use Instagram. I use Facebook. I use Pinterest. Those things are huge. You get a lot of Overstock auctions. I don't know how to say that word, but you probably meant auctions. Yeah, I know guys who are doing Gaylords. I mean, for books and all that. Overstock auctions, yeah, I mean, you can go through, listen, I just sourced 50 units from Amazon to resell on Amazon. bought the units from Amazon to resell on Amazon. So have you ever done that? You know, I was just using Walmart as the universal example of, look, this is basics. You know, if somebody's remote, this is basic. You can sit down and gather. We'll talk today about stores. So we're gonna talk today about different stores and making a list of stores you would source and building your you know, your mall, if you will, because you can design your own mall. So you can call the web sheet, you know, Chris's Mall. And these are all the stores that I shop at, and I would put my best stores in there. And direct links to their clearance pages. See, I want to be faster than everybody else. I want to make sure that I'm getting to the pages quick, and I want to make sure that I can monitor the inventory. So there's other strategies that you can apply to really make it profitable. So people always ask me, Chris, is retail arbitrage profitable? Is profitable as you want it to be. It doesn't matter what country you are in, Canada or US. Listen, I didn't throw $8,000 into retail arbitrage this month because I have a spare $8,000. I mean, I've gotten up to 12 G's. I've spent, like I said, $50,000 just at one store. Not to impress you guys, but to impress upon you guys that I have 4 kids. I gotta watch my money. I'm not playing games here. If Canada is making money, I'm gonna invest in Canada. I'm not investing in the .com with my retail arbitrage. And I love that question. It's my favorite question. Chris, where do you sell? What platform do you sell on? And I answer it all the time. Retail arbitrage in Canada. Private label, Canada and USA. That's it. And then will I go to US for my retail arbitrage? I'm only going there to do a video on it. That's it. But it's not my intention. Why? Because I can throw $8,000 in Canada and get $8,000 return on my investment. And I can get $8,000 return on my investment in a month if I get the right inventory. Like our last one, fuck, we killed it on inventory. Excuse the language, but we killed it on inventory. We got amazing inventories. We wake up every morning with thousands of dollars in sales because the inventory was great. And that wouldn't happen any other way if you weren't experienced. So it's what you put in, not just money, but it's the time that you put in, okay? But yeah, and I'll say it again, invest in yourself to get better, to get more information, information that works. I'm gonna go watch some basketball quickly before I leave. Information that works versus filtered information. You know, YouTube is great. Obviously my channel is amazing. So smash that like button right now. I'm not talking anymore until at least I get 1 like. This video should have 50 likes by the end of it. If there's 50 views or 100 views, this video should have 50 likes, not 0. See, that doesn't motivate me to get on here and help you guys make thousands of dollars. If you used my videos for sourcing inventory, there's no reason that you shouldn't like every one of my videos. Share every one of my videos, because you're sharing, by doing that, you're thanking me. Hey coach, thank you, man. I appreciate what you've done, and you're thanking me for giving you guys a way to make more money. And you want to earn more? Join my course. $300, going to be in $500 once I add wholesale and online arbitrage to the course. But right now it's private label retail arbitrage with a little bit of online arbitrage, and it's just killer. It's over 14 hours of content, and it's worth $300. And you definitely should get on it now, because the course isn't even the biggest value. The biggest value is the private group. The biggest value is that you'll have a conversation on email with me daily. Oh, these couple girls balling out here, and they're pretty good too. What up? So I shouldn't really like record these girls, but I'm a senior girls basketball coach, so I don't want to just sit here and record them. I don't look like a pervert. I'll just walk by them, and I'll respect their games. Awesome what school they go to. We got ranked in the top 10 this year. for our province senior girls basketball. We're a pretty good club. But what the remarkable thing is this. Our remarkable thing about my team is that the core 4 are going into grade 9. The core 4 going into grade 9, and we have one, our superstar, who's going into grade 10. And we're ranked in the top 10, so it's remarkable. We'll see. So nice, the court. Should eat some cherries. All right, we going, we walking around. This is where I broke my ankles. Two ankles. Broke my first one, healed 6 weeks later. I broke the next one right on this court right here. The pain. That court right there, it just brings back memories. Yeah. Basketball, it's my first passion. Amazon, it's my second passion. Okay, any more questions before I blow this up? Brian, I got a lot of Overstock. We recently bought 12 pallets of Walmart Overstock. Nice. I've never gone there. 12 pallets of Overstock. How many units would 12 pallets be of Overstock? My guess is like 50 units a pallet, or 100, 200. What do you do with the stuff that, because I guess you would not know, you know, if it's good or not. What do you do with the stuff that, do you just sell it on like Facebook Marketplace, like the stuff you're not shipping to Amazon? See, I don't go in that game. I spend most of my time doing private label. So I spend most of my time doing private label, you know, and then the rest of the time doing retail arbitrage. The great thing is my wife handles all the back end of retail arbitrage, so I don't have to worry about that. Sometimes I get a little frustrated because I spend a little bit too much time on retail arbitrage and not enough time on private label. Private label is what I love the most. Like I said, I love brands, I love branding. Now I have my own brands, I just love it. So I just really want to grow it. But I kind of want to grow everything. If you want to grow too many things, you kind of don't grow anything. So I do have to fix my my focus a little bit. Not that I will change doing, I just have to improve what I'm doing. That's why I bring to you this channel. 200 per pallet. Woo! That's the issue with being gated, is a lot. It will be sold on marketplace and off to the flea market sellers. That's cool. 200 units per pallet times 12 pallets, 2,400 products. That's pretty good. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I think that's it. We went for 33 minutes, man. Brian, thanks for hanging out with me. And everybody else that was on here. Ryder, thanks for hanging out. Join me later on tonight. We'll talk stores, kind of basic stuff, but we'll build our mall later on tonight, and we'll discover stores, and I'm really just discovering products that is way past your bedtime, Brian. I always go live at midnight, or maybe like between 11 and midnight. I usually never can get live earlier than that. So, but that video always gets uploaded the next day. So go watch my first one. It's on YouTube. Smash that like button right now. Thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow for another Walk and Talk FBA. The content is in the comments. Coach respect. A wise guy. Respect.